I just came across a YouTube channel that's quietly going viral, and trust me, it's something you'll want to see. It's called The Dark Needle, and they're earning over $19,000 a month with just 64 videos. Yep, no fancy production, just simple content, a smart strategy, and free AI tools that anyone can use. They've pulled in over 330,000 subscribers in less than a year. But here's the crazy part. Most of their videos are hitting hundreds of thousands of views. That's how viral their strategy is. So what's their secret? They're making faceless self-help videos aimed at men, focused on building confidence, improving dating lives, and attracting the right partner. Each video tells an engaging story, breaks down common myths using basic psychology, and delivers clear, actionable mindset exercises. The visuals, simple pictogram-style images, and that minimalist style makes their content even more captivating. If you've been thinking about starting a faceless YouTube channel, this might be the perfect niche to get into. And here's the best part. This kind of content is extremely monetizable, and you can create it using completely free AI tools. Don't just take my word for it. You can confirm the monetization yourself. There's a free Chrome extension called YouTube Monetization Checker. Just install it from the Chrome web store, go to the channel, click the extension icon, and hit Check this channel. In a few seconds, it'll tell you if the channel is monetized. And yes, The Dark Needle is fully monetized, which means there's nothing stopping you from doing this yourself. If you're not sure where to start, that's exactly why I made this video. I'm going to guide you through everything from coming up with intriguing topics to crafting scripts that keep viewers glued to the screen. Then we'll move on to creating voiceovers using free tools. Once that's done, we'll go over generating images just like the channel we're modeling. And finally, how to put it all together with easy editing techniques, even if you're a beginner. To make things easier, I've placed all the prompts you'll need in a Google Doc, which you'll find in the prompts section of my Telegram channel. You'll also find bonus visual resources in the files section. Just look for the file name Relationship Niche. The link to my Telegram channel is in the description below. And hey, if you find this helpful, hit that like button. It's totally free, but it helps a lot and keeps me motivated to keep sharing more content like this. Before we jump into the full tutorial, here's a quick preview of the kind of video we're going to build, using the exact same strategy I'm about to teach you.
Most men never realize this one thing. The moment you stop chasing, she starts feeling. Not because you played some clever game, not because you waited the right amount of hours to text back, not even because you suddenly became more interesting, but because without even saying a word, she felt the shift. You're no longer reaching, no longer orbiting, you're no longer dripping neediness in every interaction, hoping she throws you a bone.
Alright, let's kick things off by coming up with ideas for your videos. The easiest way to begin is by checking out what kind of topics similar channels are covering. But to save you time, I've already created a custom AI prompt that makes this super simple. Start by opening the Google Doc I mentioned earlier and scroll to the section with the topic generation prompt. Copy that prompt and paste it into your favorite AI text generator. You can use any tool you like, but for this walkthrough, I'll be using ChatGPT. Once you've pasted the prompt, the only thing you need to add is the number of topics you want the AI to generate. In this demo, I'm asking for 20 topics. Now just hit enter and give it a few seconds. The AI will generate a list of topic ideas for you. Browse through them and pick one that feels like a strong fit. And if nothing stands out, no worries, just regenerate to get a fresh set of ideas. Now that you've chosen a topic, it's time to write your script. Head back to the Google Doc and locate the script generation prompt. Copy it and paste it into your AI tool. But before you modify anything, it's important to understand how this prompt works. First, let's talk about word count. The channel we're modeling typically posts videos that run between 8 to 15 minutes, so the script is structured to generate between 2,500 to 3,500 words. Of course, you don't have to stick to that exact range. You can adjust it depending on how long or short you want your video to be. Also, since most AI tools may not produce the full script in one go, the prompt is designed to break it into manageable sections. Here's how it works. Once you've selected your topic, replace the placeholder in the prompt with your chosen title. Then hit enter. The AI will start generating the first section of the script. Once that's done, you'll usually see a command at the end, something like type this to continue, follow that instruction, and hit enter again. Now, the AI will give you part 2 of the script. If it includes another continue command at the bottom, just keep following that until you reach the final message. End of script. Once your script is ready, it's time to bring it to life with a voiceover. For this part, I'm using 11 Labs. Start Start by heading to their site and visiting the voice library. Browse through the available voices and choose one that fits your content style. It's totally up to your personal preference. When you find a voice you like, click the plus button to add it to your collection. If you see a different button, it just means the voice is already in your library. Just click it to go back to the text-to-speech page. Now paste your script into the box. If the voice doesn't sound quite right, feel free to tweak the settings until you're happy with the tone and pacing. Once you're satisfied, hit generate and you're ready for the next phase. Now that your script and voiceover are ready, it's time to move on to generating the visuals. While you could search for pictogram-style images on sites like Vecteezy or Icons 8, using AI to create your own is far more efficient and customizable. To help with this, I've already prepared a special image generation prompt to make the entire process much easier. All you need to do is head over to the Google Doc I mentioned earlier and scroll to the image prompt section. Once you find it, copy the entire prompt and paste it into your favorite AI text tool. Before running it, there's a simple system behind the way it works. This prompt is structured to generate image descriptions based on how your script was broken down. So if your script came out in multiple sections, you'll generate prompts for each one individually. That makes it easy to stay organized. And you can even go as specific as one image per sentence if you'd like. To begin, simply tell the AI how many image prompts you'd like for a section. For example, if you're working on a larger part of the script, you might ask for 20 image prompts. Then scroll to the bottom of the prompt and locate the section placeholder. That's where you'll paste one portion of your script. Make sure you copy the section without including the AI continuation command at the bottom. Once you've replaced the placeholder with your actual script content, hit enter and give it a moment to generate. You'll get a set of custom image descriptions for that section. If you're happy with them, move on to the next part of your script and repeat the process. If the AI misses something important or skips over a visual you think should be included, you can either paste the sentence directly from your script or manually describe what you want in that spot. Once your prompts are ready, it's time to bring those images to life. This part depends on your personal preference, so you can use whichever image generator you're most comfortable with. If you want something completely free, Google's Image FX works really well. Just open it, paste your prompt into the text box, and choose the aspect ratio that fits your video format. For this kind of content, portrait-style images usually work best. Hit create, and after a few seconds, your AI-generated image should appear. You'll need to repeat this step for each image you want to match your narration. One thing to watch out for is the background color. The prompts are designed to generate images with a black background, but sometimes tools like ImageFX can produce results with slightly gray or uneven tones. If you're using ChatGPT's image tool, that's less of a problem since it usually follows the background instructions more accurately during editing. If you do end up with images that have a background you don't want, it's a quick fix. Just go to Photopea, drag in the image, and use the magic wand tool to select the background. Then hit delete on your keyboard, and just like that, export your clean image as a PNG file, and you're ready to go. Now that you've got your voiceover and visuals ready, it's time to bring everything together in the editor. Open up your preferred video editor. I'll be using CapCut for this demonstration, but feel free to follow along in Premiere Pro or any other editing software you're comfortable with. Start by importing all your assets into the project, your voiceover, images, and any background footage you've prepared. Once everything is loaded in, drag and drop your voiceover onto the timeline. Take a moment to play through it and listen for any long or awkward pauses. These slow moments can break the flow, so go ahead and trim them down. Just be sure to leave enough space for the narration to still sound natural and smooth. After the voiceover is cleaned up, go ahead and set your aspect ratio. For long-form videos, choose the 16:9 ratio so it fits perfectly on YouTube. The first thing you'll want to add to your timeline is the background footage. The channel we're modeling typically uses minimal animated grid-style backgrounds, which you can easily find on sites like Vecteezy. Search for one that fits your vibe, download it, and bring it into your editor. Once it's in CapCut, add it to your timeline. Most grid footages won't have audio, but if yours does, you can mute or delete the background music. Now, here's something unique about this niche. Instead of placing images first and then adding captions, you can actually reverse the order. Head to the text tab, click on Auto Captions, and generate your subtitles automatically from the voiceover. Once the captions are generated, select all of them and uncheck the Apply to All box. This gives you control over each individual caption. Bring in your first image and adjust its scale slightly so it fits the frame. Next, match the caption to the part of the narration it's meant for. You can modify the caption text as needed, hit the uppercase button for a clean, bold look, and choose a text style from the available templates if you want to stylize it a bit. Although for this niche, keeping it simple often works best. Once the text is in place, it's time to animate. To make the visuals more dynamic, give the image a short entrance animation. Just head to the animation panel, choose an in animation you like, and adjust the duration for better pacing. Then, trim the image layer to sync with the voiceover flow. Place the character image on screen, position it strategically, and use it to highlight key points in the narration. If you want to switch characters mid-video, just drag and drop a new one over the old to replace it. You can also add short text snippets near the character to reinforce the main message. Keep doing this throughout the video to build visual rhythm and engagement. To add subtle motion, go to the Effects tab and search for Rebound Swing. Drag it onto your image clips to give them gentle movement. Adjust the speed and scale as needed. If you want to apply this to text, you'll need to right-click on the text layer and create a compound clip first. Once combined, you can apply effects just like you would on images. Transitions between scenes work the same way. Wrap the layers into compound clips, then add your favorite transitions between them to keep things smooth. Keep repeating this process for all remaining visuals. For scenes that need a little movement, you can animate the elements using keyframes. Set a starting point for your character or image, then move ahead on the timeline and reposition it where you want it to go. For example, you might want the character and some text to move downward while another element slides in from the side. Keyframes make this easy and give your video a polished feel. Once all your elements are placed and animated, group all your background layers into a compound clip. Then go to Blend and slightly lower the opacity to prevent the background from competing with the foreground visuals. Now, it's time to add background music. You can get royalty-free tracks from YouTube's audio library or your favorite music site. Import your chosen track, drop it onto the timeline, and reduce the volume to avoid overpowering your voiceover. Trim any extra audio at the end. Once everything is in place and you're happy with the timing and visuals, it's time to export your final video. Choose your resolution, 1080p, 2K, or 4K depending on what you want, and hit export. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.